us sing it. Praise God. Come on, help us sing it. Come on now. Praise God. Somebody give him praise. Come on. Praise God. Come on, help us. Praise God. Psalms 91, verses 2, 3, and 4. Psalm 91, verses 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
God bless you today. It's good to have all of you all here.
Oh, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Some of our friends have come by to visit us, and we appreciate God for you.
Amen.
Being here today.
Thank you, Lord.
Psalm 91, verses 2, 3, and 4. Are you there?
Amen.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge
Oh, yes.
and my fortress.
Sure enough.
My God, in Him will I trust.
Oh, yeah.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler
Yeah.
and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. God bless you. That's the word of our God.
Amen.
God will deliver.
Sure enough.
God will
Enough.
deliver.
Oh, yes, He will.
God will. He will
Sure
deliver.
enough, He will.
Oh, yeah.
All of our lives are filled with a bundle of experiences.
Yeah.
Our lives are filled with experiences over the years. We've just experienced various things, and so that's what we are, just a big bundle of experiences in life. Some experiences are good, some wholesome experiences that sometimes bring joy to our hearts, a smile to our face when we remember certain things that we've experienced in our lives,
Oh, yeah.
good times in our lives. They
Oh, yeah.
bring us joy, make us feel happy.
Oh, yeah.
There are some things that are not so pleasant,
Sure enough.
some things that have been hard to deal with, some things in life have been hard to swallow.
Oh, yeah.
Some things that, man, when they come to my mind, I cringe
Oh, yeah.
because of the pain I remember of what it brought.
Yes, Lord.
Not all experiences are good experiences. Some can be some bad ones.
Yes, Lord.
Some experiences can be troublesome.
Yes.
I know, boy, when you come to Jesus, you just want everything to be great. You want everything to just work out. I want the sun to shine every day.
Oh, yeah.
And I want no clouds to be in my sky. And I want to wake up every morning and feel my best. And I want all of the money that I'll ever need
Oh, yeah.
to deal with whatever I have to deal with in my life. I know that when you come to Jesus, you want it all to just turn 100
That's right.
and just be good for the rest of the days of your life.
Yes.
But there are some experiences in life, things you haven't calculated to come against you.
Oh, yeah.
Things that make you, oh, when you think about it, they make you cringe a little bit. Some things, when you remember, they may even bring a tear
That's right.
to your eyes. But every experience is geared for us to come out with our own personal testimony of who God is. Whether good or bad, you got an experience. And when you go through some things, it is for you to come out with your own testimony. I know a lot of us like to hang on mama's testimony. We like to hang on, I wish I could still. Mama told me how good God was, and God will make a way out of no way. I didn't know I was going to have to get in a jam myself. For me to come out with my own testimony. Say, mama know exactly what she's talking about. The Lord will make a way. Every experience I find myself in is so that I can come out of it and I've got my own testimony of who God is in my life. We come and we celebrate together. We hear the great things that you share and the songs that you sing about how wonderful God is, possibly to you. But each of us, we've got our own testimony. You got your own experiences in life. You had things you had to deal with that no others have had to deal with like you. And when you come out of that, you come out of it with a personal testimony. I know the Lord for myself. I don't need anybody else to help me or to learn me anything or to teach me anything. I have learned on my own how good the Lord can be. Have you had enough experience with God that you now have something to say of God? Have you had some mountain that seemed uncrossable? Have you had some valley that you could not tumble through? Have you had some pain that seemed unbearable? Have you had some hurt that seemed like healing was unavailable? Have you ever fallen to some depth so low that it seemed impossible to get out of? What say you of your God? I can go off the testimony of so many, but when you find yourself in your own fix, you find yourself in your own jam, what say you of your God? The writer says here, I was exposed to trouble. My enemies, they were out to get me. I was looking for a hiding place so that I could get away from my enemies, and the only place that I found I could hide was in God. Oh, I feel like preaching that right now. I was looking, trying to escape the enemy because he was after me. He was trying to get me, and there are some particular times where you just need to get away. You just need to be out of the eyesight of trouble. You need to be out of the hearing of trouble. There are some times you don't need to be around no trouble. You need a place where you can just hide and nobody can find you. The writer said there was a time I was exposed to the enemy. The enemy was looking for me and trying to get me. And the only place I could find to hide in was God. He says, so I say of the Lord, he is my refuge. He is my hiding place. He is a place that while the enemy is looking for you, if you get in God, he can't find you. There's some times you need to be in a place where the devil just cannot find you. I know there's some times you got to fight him off. I know there's some times you got to handle him. But there's some times you don't need the devil in your face. There's some stuff you got, look, I need a time that I can just have some peace and it just be me and God. And I know sometimes you ought to feel like me saying, one more thing happened. I'm like, look. Bet not one more, I said, bet not one more thing happened. And you go through the house and them children making all that noise, nobody better not say nothing. I hear one more word. There's gonna be some smoke in the city, gonna be some furniture rearranged. You need a hiding place. What the writer says, I was looking for a refuge and I found it in God. I was looking for a place to get away from the enemy. What happens many times, I am searching and trying to find somewhere I can escape to. So many times, so often, you have seen it yourself. You've got family members, different people. They try to find escape in many other things. They're looking for other places, things that they feel like can hide them. So they put mascara over it. They try to smile through the pain. They try to pop pills and take a little drink and smoke a little this and do a little that and run here and do that, trying to soothe and hide out from the trouble. But the only hiding place you can ever find that will really keep you away from trouble is in God. The writer says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge.
Oh, yes, He is.
That's his own personal testimony. What say you of your God?
All right.
He says, not only was it a time that I was trying to find a hiding place, a place that I needed escape without being seen or heard, I found that in God, and so I called Him my refuge. But not only that, there was a time when the enemy did hear me.
All right.
And there was a time when the enemy did see me. And there was a time when the enemy really was after me.
All right.
But I will say of the Lord, I found in Him to be my protecting place.
All right.
He says not only is He my refuge, but He is my shield. He is someone who can protect me. He is someone who brings me a fortress. He is my fortress. He is my protector. It means that even though the enemy sees you, and even though he may think he has access to you, and even though he is reaching to get you, you have a fortress, but you can only find that protection in God.
All right. All right.
A lot of times we like to try to run to mama and run to daddy and see if they can help you, bail you out, and pull you out, get you out, pray you out, talk you out. And ever so often they're able to do it. Sometimes they can handle some things. But when you getting personal testimony for yourself, there are going to be some things that your mama can't get you out of. There are going to be some things that your daddy can't pay you out of. There are going to be some things that you find yourself in and you need a protected place, and the only place you can find it is in God. The writer says, I will say of the Lord, He is my fortress. He is someone who protects me. What say you of your God? The experiences that we have are geared to help us have complete trust in our God. What David says in Psalms 20, he says, some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we remember the name of the Lord our God.
All right.
It is in all of these experiences that the devil, and yes, the devil even works in people sometimes, that he is trying to ensnare you. He is trying to trap you. He is trying to catch you slipping. He's trying to catch you off guard. He's working and he's snooping around your house and snooping around your life. He's trying to find you in a vulnerable place. He's trying to find you in a time when you're frustrated and you can't hardly pray like you ought to pray, and want to find you in a time where you ain't in the sanctuary and ain't no songs being sung and the music ain't playing. He's trying to find you in a place to where your mind is feeble, weak, distracted, you're unalert. He is snooping around your house trying to see when can I catch you up in something. He's a snare. He's a fowler trying to catch you in a snare. He is looking to try to ensnare your heart to make you believe or feel like God is not on your side. And he comes to you and asks you questions like, you still praying for that? I mean, you really think God is going to help you out of that? I mean, really? You still praying? And God hadn't answered yet? I mean, this is the fowler right here. He'll slip up on you and ask you, why you praying? Months done passed. And you still praying. He ease up on you. You still praying about that? And God hadn't answered yet? I mean, you still gonna pray? Well, if I were you, I probably wouldn't pray as much. He's a fowler trying to catch you somewhere. And if he ever gets you vulnerable, you go to thinking, you know what? It has been 6 months since I prayed. And God hadn't come through yet. He's trying to slip up on you and ensnare your heart so you forget that just like God has worked everything else out of your life, He is capable of working this very thing out as well. He's trying to get your mind where it's so unalert that you forget that He may not come when I want Him to, but He's always on time. He wants to ensnare your mind so you forget that He's an on-time God. I want to get your mind caught up so you can forget all of that. You still gonna pray. You still talking to God, trying to find out what God is. Don't you think God is taking? Talk to me, somebody. Don't you think God taking too long? If I were you, I wouldn't waste so long for somebody like that. That's the enemy trying to catch you up somewhere. And if you don't be careful for a moment, you'll say, well, you know what?
That's right. That's right.
What say you of your God?
All right.
The enemy is trying to ensnare us. He's trying to trap us, and he uses his demons, his imps, and sometimes, yes, he even uses people to try to entrap you and ensnare your mind. Girl, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. Girl, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. Man, if I was you, this is what I'd be doing. If I was you. You don't know what you be doing. You ain't got no more than what I got.
Amen.
Talking about if you were me. The enemy is trying to ensnare us. He's trying to take the resolve that we have to fight on. He's trying to take our energy. He's trying to take it from us. This is what Paul says in Romans chapter 5. He says, experience brings hope. When I have experience with God, I have hope in him. That even though he doesn't come particularly at the time that I think he ought to come, he always comes on time. Even though he doesn't come exactly when I really think he should be here, he's never too late. I mean, he always shows up exactly when I need him. So Paul says, my experience brings me hope. I have the hope to keep confidence in the divine power of God. And even though the devil is using lies and he's using various cares of life to poison me, to give me poisonous diseases and things that will try to deter me, they're noisome pestilence. It is a calamity of trouble. It is poison that he's trying to give me and infiltrate my life, my body, my spirit, so that he can pull me away from the things of God. He knows I want to fight and walk in the liberty of Jesus Christ. He knows I want to come to church and enjoy the singing, enjoy the word, and enjoy the Spirit of God moving. He knows I want to enjoy all of these things, but he's trying his best to ensnare me and keep my mind unfocused and somewhere else. And then after a while, before I know it, I'll wake up out of my sleep and out of my daydream, and they'll be saying to amen, see you next week. I mean, he's trying his best. Even some of you right now, you just nod, you're trying to stay with me. You're almost there. Preacher, are you going? Come on, preacher, let's go. I mean, he's trying his best to ensnare your mind. He's working on some of you right now. I mean, your team is about to play. I mean, they're in the first quarter right now. And Lord, if the preacher don't hurry up, trying to ensnare your mind. I got other things I got to think about. I got other things I'm trying to do. He's trying to poison us with these noisome pestilence. He wants to infect us so we don't have the rigor to fight for Jesus, so we don't have the rigor to fight for our salvation. He wants to poison my natural body with illness, with sickness. He wants to keep me from being productive in my life. He wants me sick all the time. He wants me discouraged because I'm aging. I'm one day older than I was yesterday. I am 1 year older than I was last year. I am 5 years older than what I was 5 years ago. He wants me to be discouraged because you're aging. Well, you can't do what you used to do. You can't run fast as you used to run. You can't jump high as you. He want to discourage your mind because you used to come in here and your hand just wave all service, and now just 2 or 3 times you can barely get it up, and every now and then I just have to hunch my shoulder and say thank you Jesus, praise the Lord. I mean, I used to jump up on my feet so fast, and now I got to rock myself so I can get out and talk to somebody. I used to, when I jumped, the spirit get in me, I jump right up and say, oh hallelujah. Now I want to jump, my mind jumping, but and jumped a lot in my mind. But me ain't moving yet. The devil want to poison your mind. I tell you, well, ain't no reason to give God praise since you can't jump up no more. He want to poison your mind and tell you since you can't run like you used to, ain't no need of praising God. He wants to poison your mind by looking at your feet feeble body and feeling discouraged because your steps are shorter than what they used to be. He's trying to poison our minds. I know you feel that, He want to poison you with high blood pressure. He want to poison you with low blood. He want to poison you with your off-balance blood sugar. He want to poison you with no blood if he can. He want to poison you with heart problems. He want to poison your brain with problems. You can't remember where your glasses are. They're sitting on top of your head. He want to poison your mind. When you walk into one room and you know you came in here for something, and Lord, I got to go, can I talk to somebody? I got to go back to the other room and sit down and take my shoes off just to remind myself. He's trying to poison your mind. That's all he's trying to do. I want you to forget how to praise God. I want you to forget how good God has been to you. I want to poison your mind. I want you to forget things. I want you out of balance mentally. I want you feeling bad because your bones ache every now and then. I want you feeling so overwhelmed by work. I want you feeling like there's so much to do and not enough time to do it. I want you always thinking about what you should have done and what you could have done and what you didn't do and how you should have done it and how you should have had it done. I want your mind pausing so you exhaust yourself thinking about woulda, shoulda, coulda instead of doing what you can. I want to poison your mind. The enemy is here to poison your mind. I want to poison you with jealousy so when you see your brother getting blessed, you jealous because you talking about why my blessing ain't come yet. How come they getting blessed? I'm better than him. I don't act like he act. And she'll mess with herself. Why she getting a blessing and I ain't getting no blessing? You want to poison your mind with jealousy. That you can't even celebrate Jesus when you see your sister getting blessed. Trying to poison your mind. He wants your mind poisoned so we cannot come in here and be productive in the Spirit of God. He wants our spirits poisoned so we don't pray. He wants your spirit so poisoned until you feel like, well, ain't no need of praying because it's taking too long. He wants your spirit to be poisoned so you say, well, I don't think I'll go to church today. I think I'll stay at Bedside Baptist, or I think I'll stay at Pillow Presbyterian. I think I'll praise the Lord with, Direct TV. I think Dish got a service on I can watch it. Maybe it's Hulu that you can watch Hulu now. Maybe Netflix will let you find a service. I mean, you'll have your mind so poisoned till you don't even want to come and assemble together with other believers and celebrate Jesus. Because you feel like it's better if I just stay at home. He wants to poison your mind. He wants you to stop coming to church. And even when you're in church, he don't want your mind in church. Your body's sitting here. I mean, you looking good, but Lord, if I look at you in your eyes, no telling where you're looking to. And then you're somewhere else. You're maybe at home on the stove. I don't know where you are. He wants you here, but not here. He's trying to poison. Trying to poison your mind.
Yes, sir.
When you're church, he wants you to feel like it's nothing happening. He wants you to come here and feel like there is nothing going on. He wants to poison your mind. But the writer says in Psalm 91, I've got some truth I must tell.
Yeah.
He says, I've got some things I must share, even though the enemy is trying to bring poison to your mind, your body, and your spirit. I've got some truth I must tell. The truth is, he will deliver. Right? He said, I don't care what kind of poison you try to bring to the devil, that I know God will deliver on time. He says, I got to stand and tell the truth in the sanctuary. Yes, the devil is shooting arrows at me. I got to stand and testify. Yes, the devil is thrusting his spear at me. I got to stand and tell the truth. Yes, the devil is trying to stop me with all kinds of evil and all kinds of trial and tribulation. I got to stand and tell the truth. Yes, it is so that the devil is trying to trap me in all kinds of situations. The devil is trying to ensnare my heart and ensnare my mind so that I forget the goodness and don't give the praises to God like he is rightly due. But the truth is, I know surely God will deliver. He says, I know that even though the enemy tries to ensnare me and tries to come over me and hoard over me, that the Lord will give his feathers and his wings of protection to cover me even in a time and a place where I don't feel as safe as I ought to feel. I ought to know that God is with me. The reason he says it is because I have experience with God. I have talked to him before. I have visited with God before. And every time I visit visited with him, he always spoke back to me. And so now what the writer begins to say is, regardless of how much the enemy is trying to do to you, the truth is, I hold a shield and a buckler in front of me. It is something that I hold because regardless of what the devil is shooting at me, I've got a truth shield that tells me God is on my side. Even though the devil is trying to throw his spear, trying to jab me in my side and jab me in my back and jab me in my front, I've got a shield of truth that tells me God is going to deliver. I stand in the face of the enemy, and I come and I stand in the face of other believers, and I tell my truth. My truth is that every time I call him, he always answers. I should have a truth that I can tell. I should have a testimony that I hold out in front of me. And it's not just the truth that I promote to myself daily, but I promote it to others that I come into contact with. If I could just allude just a little to the Sunday school lesson for those that were here and those that were not, what he talks about is the light that shines in me. It means that when I come into a dark room, I have a light that's in me that cannot help but shine. It doesn't matter how much you try to cover it, how much the devil is trying to stop you, there is a light in you that's going to shine no matter what. And so I walk with this light, and I let the light promote everything that's going on in here because I know God is the one that's on my side. So now when men see my good work, I know I can't take the credit for all of the works that have been done, because he tells me, let your light shine so that men can see your good works. Now everybody's going to see my good works, and everybody's going to talk about the works that are being done, and thank God we sure enough appreciate it when you're able to let a light shine and folk get excited about a shining light. But before you get beside yourself and think it's because of you that all good things have happened, I must tell you, to God be the glory. The truth is, I hold the shield and this buckler in front of me, and I promote it on a daily basis because it is the experiences that I have that have brought me to this place that I know God has been on my side. So I know without a doubt that God will deliver me every time that I call him. I've tried him too many times. I've called him too often. I put too much trust in him, and I know he cannot fail me now. One songwriter said, when you're burdened down and it seems like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, he said, don't despair because God really cares. He says, when you've done your best and it seems like you've done nothing at all, don't give up because God won't let you fall. He says, when it seems like all hope is gone, just remember God is still on the throne. He says, God will deliver on time. He says another verse, when your bills are due and your money is gone and you can't make it alone, he said, don't despair because God really cares. When you've done all that you can do and all of your plans, they fail to go through, he said, don't give up because God is watching over you and he will deliver on time. The writer shares, because I've had experience with God and now I can tell everybody that the Lord will come through for you. He stands in the midst of the sanctuary and they are waiting for his testimony. And he clears his throat and he says, come, let me share what God has done. When I needed a hiding place, I called on him and he hid me in his care. When I needed protection, I called on him and he came to protect me. So now I've got a testimony that God will deliver. It makes no difference how bad our situation may seem. Makes no difference how bad it looks for me and my back may be against the wall. Every time I call Jesus, he will deliver. I wonder, do I have any witnesses in the room right now that you ever had to call on Jesus in the midnight hour? You didn't know when he showed, but somewhere he showed up. May not come when you want it, but he's right on time. You ought to have a witness to say, I know the Lord will deliver, and he'll deliver on time. The reason I know he will, because he delivered a sinner like me, and he delivered sinners like you and I. While we were walking in a world of sin on our way to hell, God had to deliver on his word. And so he sent his son Jesus through 42 generations. I got to deliver my people on time. And Jesus stands in beginning.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
He's always there
Showing up here.
to deliver you just when you need it.
Oh, yes.
Doors of the church are open now. God bless you today. Maybe you've been looking for a protecting place.
Oh, yeah.
Looking for that fortress. You've been looking for a hiding place, that refuge. You can't find it in me. You can't find it in this church building.
No.
But you can find it in Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
You can find it in Him. He knows how to protect you, how to watch out for you, how to keep the hand of the enemy off of you. He knows exactly how to deal with you and your issues. He knows. And I'm telling you, when you call Him, when you trust in Him, when you hold up your shield, He will deliver.
Oh, yes.
He says, surely the Lord will deliver me.
Oh, yeah.
What say you of your God? Does He deliver?
Oh, yeah.
Does He bring you through? What say you of your God?
Oh, yeah.
I say of my God, I can trust Him when I can't trust nothing else. I say of my God, I can call Him
Oh, yeah.
in the midnight hour, and He always comes through. I say of my God, and He continues to bless me over
And over.
and over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
What say you
Oh, yes.
of your God?
Oh, yeah.
I say that God is a present help in the time of trouble. God bless you. We see there are none today. There's still room at the cross.